Hey sis, how are you doing? Are you looking forward to Valentine's? So are you excited or you are apprehensive? For some of us, Valentine's is a time of much joy because we're being celebrated by those that we're in relationship with, especially our significant others. We're being told how valuable we are, how much we mean to them. And for some of us that are in the trenches, in difficult relationships, Valentine can be a time that is painful. On today's episode, we'll be looking at that and sharing some tips to help us navigate Valentine's, the day when we celebrate love. Welcome to this episode of Nessie Can't Stop Her. I'm your host, Judith Kambia Obatusa, JKO. A few days ago, I was at the pharmacy picking up a few things. The girl at the counter, a young lady, actually, I asked her, what was she doing for Valentine? And she was like, I'm not in a relationship. And I told her, you know what? Whether you're in a relationship or not, do something nice for yourself on Valentine's Day. It's a day to show love, not just to others, but to ourselves. Some people say that Valentine's has been commercialized, so they don't celebrate Valentine's. For me, I see Valentine's as an opportunity for us to take time out to show those that we love how much we appreciate them, and also to take time out to show ourselves some love. A Nigerian author called Buchi Mecheta wrote a book in 1974 titled The Second Class Citizen. I read that book in my teenagehood because I love reading. And one part of that book I've never forgotten is where she was talking about when she was having children. So Buchi Emechita, that book is basically about her life. She was in a very horrible, abusive relationship. She had migrated from Nigeria to London. And she had her first child in that maternity ward, being the only Black person, surrounded by white women. She saw how those white women were celebrated. Their corners were filled with flowers, teddy bears, and all other things. She had nothing, not a single flower. No one even visited her during the time she was in the hospital. So the next time she was going to have a baby, she sent herself flowers. Every single day she was in the hospital, she got flowers, lots of flowers. She did what she desired someone else to do for her. She celebrated herself. She appreciated herself. And I discovered many strong women do the same. That is what we call self-love, self-care. It's really hard for many of us in the trenches to love on ourselves. Some of us feel guilty about it. And on a day like Valentine, when everyone around you is being told how they're valuable, and you may be in a relationship with someone who isn't even acknowledging anything good about you, who may verbally be telling you how useless you are, how you don't deserve good, there is no better time to remind yourself that you are loved. If you don't believe me, let me prove it to you. The Bible tells us that God so loved us that he gave his only begotten Son to die for us. You have been created in the image of the Almighty. If anyone looks at you and calls you ugly, they are basically saying that God is ugly. And it's not possible that God is ugly. Because God created all of us. The beautiful flowers that you see, the wonderful landscapes, and all the beautiful people that you know, you are one of them. Another thing I want to let you know is self-love is so important. Self-love is so important because many of us in the trenches, we love on other people. We serve them. We do much for them. But do you know it is impossible for us to truly love people if we do not love ourselves? The Bible tells us in the book of Mark that we should love our neighbors as ourselves. So loving yourself is an instruction from God. If you are a Christian woman listening to me, or a woman of faith, and you are struggling with self-love, know that it's an instruction. It's an injunction from the Lord. And there is no better time to love on yourself than Valentine's Day. So do something nice for yourself. Maybe like Buchi Emecheta, you want flowers. Send yourself flowers. Do what you want. What will make you happy? Do it for yourself. Buy yourself something you really want. For many of us in the trenches, we sacrifice to buy gifts for people. I want to invite you. I want to challenge you. Buy yourself a gift. Sacrifice and buy yourself a gift, just like you would for someone else. You deserve it. If you've heard how foolish you are, how you're stupid, you don't think well, I want to encourage you. You are not stupid. If someone calls you stupid because you're in a relationship with them, consider this. How are they so wise that they will pick a stupid person to be in a relationship with them? That is proof that you're not stupid. Because for many of us in these relationships, our significant other believes they are super smart. If they are super smart and you are the one they chose to be in their lives, then you need to know that you are not stupid. When people are mean to you with their words and their actions, it is not because you deserve it. It's because they have a problem. And there is no better time to remind yourself that you are not the cause of people's mistreatment, that you deserve good. No better time than Valentine's Day. If you cannot buy yourself flowers or something really special, you can do one thing that they used to do in the days of old, and people still do it. But now maybe they do it through social media or through text messages. Write yourself a love letter. Sit down and write yourself a letter. Tell yourself how much you love yourself. Tell yourself the things you love about yourself. Write yourself a love letter and give it to yourself on Valentine's Day. Because you know what? You deserve it. Is this airy-fairy woo-woo talk? No. Research has shown that when you show love to yourself, it builds resilience. So many times we cannot change our situations with a click of our fingers. We can walk away from situations sometimes. because we don't have an easy alternative. But one thing we can do is we can build resilience where we are. I'm inviting you during this period where we're talking about love to love yourself. Tell yourself you love you. Show yourself love. Do something nice for yourself. Do something that would delight your soul. Do something that would tickle you. Something that will lift your heart up. And you will have no choice than to squeal in delight at how much joy that thing brings to you. Take yourself out to a restaurant. You deserve it. Stop waiting. There's something they say. People treat us how we allow them to treat us. This is 2025. Valentine's is very early in the year. Isn't it wonderful that Valentine's is at the beginning of the year? In the middle of the first quarter. Gives us an opportunity to make a decision that in 2025, I'm going to love myself. So I'm inviting you this Valentine's, do something nice for yourself. Let us know about it. Let's know what you did. Give us ideas so other people can do it too for themselves. Write yourself a love letter. Buy yourself a gift. Send yourself flowers. Take yourself out. Do something nice for yourself this Valentine's. And when you do this, messy will stop you. Thank you so much for listening. See you next time. And if this episode resonated with you, I want to encourage you to like it, share it, and subscribe to it. And leave me a comment either in the YouTube video or any of the platforms where you listen to it. Nothing is more important than sharing this truth with other women, because together we build an army of strong women who love themselves. And you know what that does to the world? Because we love ourselves, we spread that love all around. Take good care. God bless you.